Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago,
two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Flushed out right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Anthony. He completes it to Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Anthony. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson now to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson.
That's complete to Bell over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd down at 4.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Bears at 11-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Bears take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we've hit halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, it's Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. To throw is Watson. And here he's got Grant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a second down and 6.
Again, it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Chubb is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Javon Hargrave has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Anthony.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point... Conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end. I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Watson's throw taken in by Collins.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Here's Watson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is fielded at the 7.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The drive starts with a completion left side. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down, Anthony.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
To throw on second down, Anthony. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. back to throw. Anthony.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Off the play fake, Anthony.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Anthony.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown Bears! Calvin Ridley. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Watson. Into the hands of Cooper.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Pass complete to Chubb.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Watson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Watson.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To throw, Watson. Open man there is Collins, complete.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here's Watson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Unfortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
He's got Njoku over the middle. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Today,
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Parrish.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing after the interception, Parrish. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Parrish. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish.
And that's to up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Parrish. And he'll just get rid of it.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. On second down, Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Parrish. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony.
Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Off the play fake. Anthony. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On the move to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Ridley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Out of the gun now on third down.
And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Anthony. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. Anthony. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Operating from the gun. Anthony working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off play action. Anthony sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, wide open. Complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Rolling to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On first down, Parrish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Watch the whip. Check 52. Undercrush.
Off the play fake, Anthony. Out to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are pouring it on.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, You're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing on first down. Parrish. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Parrish.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Back to throw again. It's to St. Brown, and he makes a great catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parrish. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Parrish. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Parrish.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here of the 2nd quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
Ready? 56. Check 56.
A final shot before break. Anthony. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've reached...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter.
Ready? Check in. Watch screen.
Off play action. Anthony. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown Bears. Dawson Knox, 26 yards.
And the Bears just continue to roll.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, Huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Parrish. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to claw one back. Extra point good by Hopkins. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tight end Dawson Knox ready to go again, as is the rest of this offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Anthony, and he completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Looking to throw. Anthony. Another completion here to Hunt. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Back to throw. Anthony. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it.
and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a dump off here complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the...
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, Parrish. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Parrish.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, Parrish. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Parrish. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down. Parrish. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Looking to throw on second down. Parrish.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. Parrish. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed? They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dropped their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.